recording his every move. Before we begin, do us a favor and click that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to be inspired by these heartwarming stories every day. In our fast-paced lives, almost any profession can push us to our limits and add abundant amounts of pressure and tension in our lives. Working at the crime department can be one of the most stressful jobs out there, from dealing with several kinds of disastrous news to facing risky scenarios and handling cunning criminals. Cops really have to deal with quite a lot daily. Not only are their lives at risk, but the additional pressure of safeguarding the general public also makes their work more turbulent to combat the stressful norms. It's understandable that all the tension is balanced, with a little bit of fun once in a while. Officer Tony Scherb's story perfectly represents this idea. The El Paso County Sheriff's Department, located in Colorado, western U.S., was responsible for both administration and security in the region. Even though every officer working at the sheriff's office was loyal to the profession, Tony Scherb stood out among all. Known as a diligent worker, he had gained immense praise and recognition throughout his career in different units such as traffic, transport, and court department. Being a reputable deputy at the sheriff's office, Tony often inspired his fellow officers, who tried their best to reach his level of dedication towards work. However, what they had no idea about was a hidden side to Tony's personality. In 2016, the middle-aged officer was soon to retire. Being deputy had not only given Tony a lot of confidence and power, but also loads of responsibility. For years, fulfilling his duties was his utmost priority in life. He considered the passion for his job a blessing. He continued to work with the same zeal throughout his remarkable career. During the last week before his retirement, he tried his best to make every moment count. He knew that despite the countless stressful working hours he had to endure, his workplace had given him beautiful memories too. He was sure about the fact that he'll miss his office, colleagues, and several memorable days at the department, but Tony never would have thought that before leaving, he would be part of an unforgettable incident. During the same week, a few elevators at the sheriff's office faced technical problems and weren't working smoothly. Hence, a team was called to repair the elevators, and surveillance cameras were installed to identify the actual problem leading to the malfunction. What the camera recorded days later was something utterly unforeseen for everyone. As Tony stepped into the lift, the door slid shut with a ding as the elevator rose to the 12th floor. So far, there wasn't anything peculiar regarding the scene. Tony checked his phone and then placed it back into his pocket. At first, it seemed like he was patiently waiting for the elevator doors to open, but then, all of a sudden, music started to play in the background. It was a popular rap song from 2015. As the beat of the music continued, what Tony did next was the last thing anyone would ever expect from a 62-year-old officer. Moments later, Tony gradually began to move his body. His limbs followed the rhythm, indicating that he was habitual of dancing, even though his steps weren't perfect. Unaware of the rolling camera, he continued embracing the music, and in turn, the music took control. His movements flowed smoothly, chasing the pulsating beat. He could feel his soul become one with the music as he unleashed his emotions into his dance, which was one of his favorite ways to de-stress. Tony continued his funny yet carefree dance moves while singing in the elevator until the door suddenly opened. Deputy Reed entered the elevator, eyeing Tony suspiciously. He had abruptly paused, causing an awkward silence to build up in the surrounding. However, seconds later, Reed began showing her own moves because the music was still playing. This brought a massive smile onto Tony's face as he continued enjoying the music with his colleague. Soon, a third cop joined them as well, without any hesitation or judgment. However, the mini-party came to a halt when the lift doors opened again. In front of them stood their boss, Sheriff Bill Elder. The three formerly dancing officers immediately stood still in respect, with their heads slightly bowed down. They were nervous and a bit embarrassed too, because, well, no one wants to be caught dancing in a silly manner in front of their boss. However, to their surprise, Sheriff Bill gave a slight grin and began bouncing on his own. Moments later, the elevator filled with the sound of laughter, which was even louder than the music itself. The 2-minute-long video was not only popular among the cops at the EPC Sheriff's Office, but also around the country. As a tribute to Tony's dedicated efforts, the video was published on the official Facebook page belonging to the Sheriff Department. Since it was first shared on the internet in January of 2016, Tony's elevator video has received millions of views to date. It became increasingly popular as people not only found it hilarious, but mentally refreshing as well. Several viewers commented under the video. One comment stated, "It's wonderful to see that the video portrays a different side to law enforcement. It shows something different from the ordinary regarding cops." Someone else commented, "We're glad to see that officers have fun in their workplace too, since their working hours are super hectic and mentally stressful. To have fun and to enjoy oneself once in a while is crucial for a healthy mind and soul. Just because someone's profession demands a solemn behavior or evident seriousness doesn't mean that they aren't human or that they can't de-stress themselves in a particular way. Work does come first, but we should also try to prioritize our mental health and relax every now and then. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. But before going, make sure you subscribe to the channel.